Also, you know, we like to talk about the memecoin, and whoever started that is a genius. You know, my job is to find the traffic trends and build content in front of those traffic trends before they spike up. So everybody will be going to your content, reading your content, rehashing your content, and basically going through your content. And then once your content is rehashed, your content and your entity or your platform goes viral. So why does it go viral? Why is it good to go viral? Because it's free marketing. Well, some of the big events in marketing, Alex from Target, that was pretty big. I don't know if you guys remember Alex from Target. Alex from Target was a pretty big event long time ago. If you remember Alex from Target was I think he was from the Midwest, and basically he um, got a job at Target, and somehow he posted um, him basically he posted. I forgot the whole story, but he posted video of him checking out or doing his job at Target. And he was a very attractive, white Midwestern suburban male. I think he was around 14. What is the job age? Maybe 15, 16. So I guess he has to be 16 years old. So, but yeah, it was Alex from Target. Alex from Target was a heartthrob sensation. Basically, teens from all over loved him. Why they loved him? Because he was a very attractive male. Basically, he loved to. He had that Justin Bieber look. It was like, I don't have hair, um, but he had that Justin Bieber teen look, and that Justin Bieber teen look in the Midwest is very popular at the time. And he posted a couple of pics of himself doing cashier work at Target, and it went viral. And it was Alex from Target. Um, so what I'm saying about that, it really helped out Target because it made Target cool again. Because Target needed something. I think the marketing people at Target, um, really were in trouble because Target was like getting close to Walmart. If you go between Walmart and then if you go between Target, you get to see the demographics. The demographics is if you want to find a date, you go to Target. If you want to find a one night stand, you will go to Walmart. But yeah, that's a lot of grocery stores too. A lot of especially like Kroger versus Trader Joe's. So if you want a one night stand, you go to Kroger and find a chick. But if you go to Trader Joe's, you probably want to find a wife because maybe she's watch what she eats, she exercises and stuff. Not saying people that shop at Walmart or I'm at Kroger don't work out, but most of the very attractive people are at Trader Joe's. So basically, our Whole Foods, Wholesome Foods, or whatever we call it whole paycheck. But anyhow, going viral. How to go viral in today's society. Another instance was the Oreo cookie blackout. The Oreo cookie blackout was during, I think, the Super Bowl in New Orleans. I don't know if it was at the Mercedes Dome back then, but I can't remember the stadium called, but it was at the stadium in New Orleans. I forgot the teams, but it was a blackout, and the Super Bowl was at I think the Super Bowl was around 6 p.m., so it was already dark, and I can't remember if the stadium was indoors or outdoors, but the electricity went off during the game, and they called it the blackout. But then Oreo Cookie came up and started buying ads on social media and calling it the Oreo Cookie blackout. And the next couple of weeks, people saw that and wanted Oreo cookies. So that instance of that Super Bowl, and that Super Bowl was famous because the lights went out. I think about 2 or 3 times. It was horrible. I guess they are couldn't handle the electricity. I think it was before the Mercedes Dome, but it was the older stadium at New Orleans. I'm pretty sure it was the older stadium because they couldn't handle the electricity. I think back then it was a very old stadium, but it was a very big stadium, and everything is all the NFL equipment, news media equipment are plugging in, and boom, the transformers pop. The whole stadium is black like me. But yeah, but interesting that the Oreo cookie blackout was Oreo cookie had I don't know how they did it, but I guess they were working at the time and with a digital agency, and that digital agency thought of that, and I guess they got approved budget to just do so many ads on social media like Twitter, um, TikTok, Instagram. Well, I don't even think TikTok was back then. I think it was this Instagram, Facebook, because it was a long time ago. I think it was in the early 2000s, or maybe yeah, I think it was the early 2000s. So I don't think TikTok was the popular one back then. But anyhow, it went viral overnight. The Oreo cookie blackout. So many people were buying Oreo cookies for the next month, the next week, the next year, and that's what that Super Bowl got to be named as, is the Oreo cookie blackout. And basically, um, they went viral so much that they actually made a special brand of Oreo cookie blackout and on their packaging and stuff, so people could recognize it. So, oh yeah, that was during the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, and that Super Bowl was named after the Oreo cookie blackout. I can't remember who played in it, but it was one of those things that went viral really quickly. So those one of those things that go viral really quickly helps your brand, helps your marketing budget, helps your supply chain, your logistics, are all in demand. They are all in demand. Why are they in demand? Because more people are buying your product because they saw it and it went viral. Everybody wanted to post, oh, what to do during the Oreo cookie blackout on Super Bowl. I forgot what number it was, but it was a very, very interesting point at that time, just for a brand, that big of a brand, to go viral and to be creative and to have so much content. I think that point in Twitter's history was basically, um, yeah, I think they have the most hashtags ever on Twitter, was because of the Oreo cookie blackout hashtag. So that hashtag basically was like the um, most hashtag ever on Twitter that was used. So people kept, posting Oreo cookie hashtag Oreo cookie blackout, and it was amazing. It was really amazing that they, basically did that, viral campaign real quickly. It was really nice. It's really, really nice. But other than that, other trending campaigns, let me see. Um, what else went viral? Let's do something recent. All my viralness went. Those are pretty old scenarios. But I'll end this video right here because I wanted to stop it. But if you want to go viral, give me a call. There's many techniques I have being in Silicon Valley that I used over the years to help startups, small businesses, and big corporations to go viral and to help your brand um, be the most talked about brand on social media. So please ping me. My link is probably in the description. And hopefully you see me on the next video. Bon appetito. But yeah, other than that, let's think about another campaign. So oh yeah, the recent one. The recent one. What is the recent one? The recent one was this Luigi coin. And this talks about like a big thing in America. Like, hold that second. Let me turn on the fan. It's getting hot in here. Yeah. Got my other laptop here. This live TV. Live TV. Um, but yeah, um, today was a good day. You know, um, yeah, a lot of events happened today beyond my control and stuff like that. Actually, it was not quite a good day, but we're trying to talk it out and shake it off. So, you learn a big lesson in life. And this has to deal with the, you know, CEO of basically um, of a UnitedHealthcare, um, you know, yeah, the CEO of a UnitedHealthcare is basically, you know, he, in when you are basically a high net individual, my beef with that was, um, why he's going to be so cheap and not pay for security. You know, why he's going to be so cheap and not pay for security. That's like my biggest pet peeve right there. That's like you make billions, man. Like, and you um you know you you don't pay, or and then why are you out? Like, why, you know I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't understand, like, why are you out in the open and you screwed a lot of people. So um other than that, it's basically, um you know a lot of people do this in the world. If you think about it, a lot of people screw a lot of people over in life over money. um and it's kind of not cool. Like, you get reprimanded, um, or let go quickly now. Everyone has a cancel culture. Um, you know, Basically, there's a lot going on other than, um, you know, what would you call it? Then nice, I guess you can't get involved in feelings anymore. So if you get involved in feelings with work and money, you're never going to be rich. So basically, there's a lot to you know turn on offline files. Uh, we don't need it. Yeah, we can get rid of that. We don't want it. But yeah, a lot of people, you think about the most um, you know, the people who are um, screwing people over a couple dollars. Like in life, like how much do you really need in life? Do you need 30 million, 60 million, 100 million? It doesn't really make sense to have so much money. And what are you doing for all that money? Um, it's like we're like Rome again. Like remember Rome was like this, um, right? Rome was like this. Um, what happened to Rome? Rome was it got greedy, and once they got greedy, um, you know, once they got greedy, their civilization failed. So once their civilization failed, like they were no longer a powerful civilization because they were so and that's what happens with kids who are come from rich parents. Usually, the kids who are from you know from wealthy parents don't really make anything out of themselves. That's why it was so much pressure on Bronny, to actually make it to be. That's a good example, basically, for LeBron James' son. And he didn't make it. He didn't make it to the NBA. I don't know what he's doing now. He's in the B League or the one of those summer leagues. But yeah, basically, um, you know, it was one of those things that rich kids don't really amount to that much. Not saying all of them, but sometimes if you don't go into politics, it's really hard. So, but yeah, and so I'm not saying that he was right or two wrongs don't make a right, but you know, life is precious. So, one thing that I learned that even being here right now or being born, they said it's like 1 in a trillion chance for you to be born and to have your whole body like function well, like because a lot of babies die. Well, they used to. I don't know about now, but and then a lot of babies come out deformed or something like that. Um, but other than that, it's a miracle. Life is a miracle. So, and one of those golden rules in life that you're not supposed to take a life, or um, but yeah, because it's so precious. Um, but people do it anyway. Then the state has to go up and take your life. So that's like a double-edged sword. Are we right to put you know to take a life after someone else took a life? So is that such a double-edged sword, and how do you deal with that? A lot of states. That's why we leave it up to the states. I think Texas like is number one for that. I think California used to be. I don't know anymore, but I think a lot of states just put people away for life and throw away the key. Um, but yeah, definitely. People have to think about it, before you treat someone bad. Like, hey, that person can come back and do physical harm on me. So if I'm a rich person, I'm surely not out in the public eye. I'm very poor. The bill collectors are calling me. I think one just called me right now. But yeah, um, usually, um, so I have nothing to worry about. I don't think no one will ever try to kill me because very poor. I haven't screwed anyone over. I don't think I have. But if I have, I'm sorry. You know, um, hopefully they could get over it. And you know, because like I said, life is too precious to take another life, and then your life might be taken away. So that leads to that Luigi coin, that whole thing. That's how that coin got popular so fast. Basically, so many people are, you know, are up to no good now. It's all about money, and it's pretty sad. This age, this day, there's a lot of, there's more millionaires and billionaires than there ever has been in the world, and it seemed like we can't share. It's like if people get like, it's like that Scrooge McDuck on the Ducktales that he's so rich, he's frugal and he's stingy and he's um, you know a person who just want more greed, but in a likable way because it's a cartoon. But yeah, that's why the coin is so popular because of a viral trend. Everyone was looking at the United Health CEO killer, and boom, the meme coin popped up. If you search on Telegram, um, and a lot of other instances, people are just putting up their own content. On Telegram, if you search for his name, Bitcoin prices are coming up and stuff like that. So it's a lot of, um, you know, clickbait scam, or not really clickbait scams, but clickbait content. Like, because sometimes you put clickbait content just to get clicks, get your click through rate going well during your campaign. If you have a good click through rate, it helps the algorithm. It helps your paid algorithm. It helps your um, Google search algorithm. So there's a lot to a good click through rate. And if you have a good headline, um, you know, but your content is not there, you're gonna have a high bounce rate, and that high bounce rate is what is gonna break or hurt you. But you could actually turn on the retargeting. So there's a lot of ways. So you can retarget them at a later date. I think it's up to 90 days, depending on the cookie. And a lot of companies do that, especially trying to warm the lead up because they know that you're not going to buy something on the first click. So they rather retarget you on Facebook, Instagram, you name it, Twitter. There's retargeting campaigns that can help your, warm up that lead into that turn that cold lead into a warm lead into a qualified lead. So, but basically, that's why the Luigi coin, and the Luigi coin is actually from Mario Brothers. That's Mario's brother, Luigi. So, and the killer's name is Luigi. I forgot his last name, but yeah. Um, Other than that, it was um, pretty much a very good idea. Whoever did that, I think Trump did that too. Someone did that to Trump, the Trump coin and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you have a viral event going on, oh boy, you gotta hit that meme coin, that meme coin. Is it meme coin or is it meme coin? But yeah, we finally, um, you know, you have these good ideas of going viral, and if you could go viral, it's like half the fun. Like one of the other things that went viral is Logan Paul's Jake Paul's brother, when Logan Paul was at Suicide Forest in Japan. So basically, I don't know what he did. This was a long time ago. This is like in YouTube's like infancy, like when they were really young. And he didn't get it actually made him. It was like the Paris Hilton sex tape, Kim Kardashian sex tape, but it didn't hurt them. It actually made them more popular. Um, Kim Kardashian had like 20 plus seasons of the her reality TV show. She's always booked on as an influencer. She's probably the highest paid influencer on social media. Well, she was. I don't know who it is now, but and also Paris Hilton, also from her sex tape. But what I'm trying to get at is, um, I forgot. But yeah, trending stuff. The memecoin. Oh yeah, Logan Paul. So Logan Paul did something in a suicide forest in Japan, and basically it was really wrong. It was really, 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 really wrong. He kind of offended Japanese culture, offended a lot of people with mental health problems. But then, on the other hand, he brought mental health issues to light. A lot of things are going on with Johnny Somalia right now in Korea about that. About his case is a little bit different because his case is about um, a a like a comfort statue from the World War II era, and it's a very sensitive subject, and he made fun of it. So and then he put it on camera and he joked about it, and it really made a lot of Korean people mad. And then he kept joking about it, and this made the situation worse. But actually, it made him famous because I saw Johnny Somali on trending on Google Trends, and he was basically got on a couple of big media platforms like USA Today, NBC News, like some pretty big media platforms. And Johnny Somalia is like, he forces views and clicks. He's not very likable among the other influencers, or being around him is very hard because he's always up to no good, basically trying to force the situation instead of letting it come to him and making it and come blossom. So, but anyhow, but yeah, Johnny Somalia in Korea, that's like probably the biggest latest incident for going viral. But yeah, those two things. And going back to Luigi coin, it's pretty sad that what we have now is when people do something to that extent. There's other ways he could have done that. He could have just you know got him fired, or get him caught in a scandal or something. There's other ways that he could have like destroyed his life instead of taking it. Like he could have LT'd him. LT means bring call girls to his room, take pictures of it, or and get him in trouble with his wife. His wife divorces him. Is this all kinds of other things that he could have done to really spoiled his life instead of taking his life. So this unfortunate incident on both sides, I'm you wish the best for both families, and hopefully they can get through it because now both families of each side has a common bond. So that's a big problem in today's society, is that when billionaires be so greedy, in the healthcare industry, and see what brings to light with that is, um, you know, the healthcare industry. Healthcare industry is like basically the mafia. You know, like it makes the Sopranos show look like it makes the Sopranos look like they follow the law compared to the healthcare industry. So, but yeah, it's basically oh snap. But it's basically that's what happened. You know, the healthcare industry. You hear stories that they're charging like $100 bottle for Tylenol or baby aspirin, or one Tylenol costs like $30. It's extra, like extravagant, like crazy prices, man. That the medical industry is putting on, you know, the people. And this is America, and we take a lot of things for granted. We take housing, we take jobs, and you know, Americans are very spoiled. You know, because our infrastructure, well, it was good. Now it's not good anymore because we haven't built it up. I mean, it's not nothing really new in our infrastructure that make it surprising. Like, you know, we had the last boom was, you know, the tech boom during the '90s or onto the early 2000, and it kind of slither out. Now the boom is crypto, and so there's a lot of things that basically, you know, um, has destroyed America. You know, it's a lot of things that has really destroyed the fabric of America, and that's one of those is greed. You can see it in our relationships. You can see it in our culture now. You know, kids are always on their cell phones. People are always on their screens. There's not much, you know, two-way interaction anymore. So basically, the fabric of society has gone down because of, you know, the technology is so good and stuff like that. But yeah, it's unfortunate and it's not much you could do. But to me, I think people just need to have time to disconnect from your computer, from your phone, from your TV, and go to the outdoors like how we used to. So, but anyhow, it seems like it's been 36 minutes of streaming and talking, and hopefully we learned something today. And hopefully we will be back on the next video. We're going to try to do one of these every day until something sparks. I have a big incident happened today. We're trying to, you know, get therapy on it by just spitting out, um, you know, words on social media and live stream, and you know, hopefully it helps my speech. Been down and out for a couple of years, and hopefully I could catch up. Um, you know, I had a startup. Um, it, you know, bombed. You know, because we didn't have no funding. It was really sad because we had all that technology, everything, and we just didn't have no one believe into our product. I don't know why. Maybe because, you know, maybe I do have Stockholm syndrome. Um, you know, and we go in another video about that Stockholder syndrome. But quickly to go over that, Stockholder syndrome is like I'm always right and you're always wrong, and it's like a one-way street of communication. And I communicate. I may have, um, you know, and that's how startups and their product are. They have startup Stockholm syndrome in their products, and basically, well, my product is so good, you know, but actually it sucks, you know. And a lot of founders think like that. Oh, my product should be worth $1 billion because something else is worth $1 billion, and my product is better than that because, you know. But I'm just saying that it's like maybe a startup fever and stuff like that. So, but anyhow, um, it's something that we should look at. Um, but stay tuned. We're not out of the woods yet. We have something else coming out soon, and hopefully it will boom. And one thing about failing a lot, um, you learn from your mistakes. If you don't fail, you don't learn. And that's why I think rich people are rich, because they failed so many times. Because it's not easy to get a lot of money. Like Jeff Bezos, I hate using him as an example. I'm pretty sure he slept in his car many nights because he was trying to travel and get investors, and it was many sleepless, hungry nights that he had, but no one saw them. And now they see them, that, and they're jealous of him, but they didn't see the pre Jeff Bezos with the little bald spot, the nerdy look on his computer, trying to figure out product market fit. Before they was that's the only thing Amazon sold was books. Now they sell everything. They're like the new. They are actually the Walmart, or in the Sears back in the day now, basically. The catalog of products online with very good prices, because his logistics is very good. He figured that out by doing books first, and now he's doing everything under the sun. But anyhow, the road is always going to be bumping, but to get to the big house is not going to be an easy task, especially if you're a person of color like myself. I didn't go to Ivy League school. I actually not the best looking person. I don't talk the best either. So there's a lot going against me, but I try my best. I try to figure things out, as in get my mind occupied on other things other than the bigger picture. And that's a lot of that is space exploration. I love looking at um, space pictures from the Hubble telescope, James Webb, Voyager. um, I forgot Compton, the other satellites that they have out there, and dreaming about different techniques that they use of photographing, imaging, and stuff like that. Now we have cameras that we don't need to put them in space. The cameras are so strong now that you could be here on Earth and take the same pictures. Not as like perfect, but they're pretty damn good. But anyhow, um, let's get down to the mobile jumbo. But yeah, hopefully everyone's good out there, having a good Christmas season. It's Christmas time. Hopefully, you know, people have a good new year. 2025, we're going to have a new president. Hopefully things will change. At first I wasn't against Trump in the beginning. I was really against Trump in the beginning. But then I saw what he was doing, and when he lost, and then when Biden came in, I was very frustrated with Biden. Um, you know, like that was the same thing with, I don't know how old you guys are, but Senior Bush. Like I was very frustrated with Senior Bush in the way he was so strict. But Senior Bush did a lot for the country, other than his war in Iraq or Iran. Forgot which one was it. Which one is it? Iran? No, Iraq. Gulf War. I think he was going over there for the Vice President Cheney for the big military complex to feed them. Our country has a big military complex that needs war. War makes money. That's not like a secret. We have the biggest budget for war. And one thing about Trump, he is against war, because I don't know if people remember, he held money from Zelensky in the beginning of his term, and a lot of people in America was really angry because they said, well, they need it to fight our enemy, Russia. But sometimes, if you really think about it, Russia is not really our enemy. This should be our comrade to help police the world. Because Russia is, if you really think about it, Russia beat the Nazis. Russia beat Genghis Khan. Russia beat, um, the Arab people back in the day. Russian people beat a lot of people and restore order in the world. So, and Russia really never attacked America. Russia never colonized anybody. My history could be wrong, but they didn't go out and colonize entities like the UK, France, and Spain, and now America. With colonization as our culture. So, but anyhow, but yeah, where I'm getting at that Trump was a person who I despised in the beginning, but at the end of his term, I kind of loved him because of what he did and how he handled people. He exposes people. Only thing I had trouble with him with is the name calling. I wish he could, soften the name calling, but it is funny. If you don't like that person, he's the only person that could do that and get away with it. Is the name calling. Like Elizabeth Warren. I forgot that why I forgot her Native American nickname that he gave her. But Trump will give you a nickname. Oh, and the famous one like Tampon Tim. Tampon Tim is the most funniest one. It's like, oh man, because I think um, Tim Waltz is his name. I think he did something with tampons. He put tampons in boys' bathrooms in the state of Minnesota. I don't know the whole story, but Trump named him Tampon Tim. So, if Trump could go without the name calling, but that what makes Trump. A lot of people forget that Trump was on TV for almost 20 years before he got into the presidency. With his Apprentice TV show, and then he did a lot of fights with Mike Tyson. He hosted those fights with Mike Tyson and at his casinos. Because if you look at, all 20, 30 of those fights of Mike Tyson, they're hosted at Trump casinos in New Jersey. And so Trump knows entertainment, what I'm trying to say. And, he really knows how to work the TV probably because of his reality TV show. And that reality TV show probably helped them, you know, um, because everyone saw him on TV like every week during that show of you're fired, and that's what happens to me a lot. I get fired a lot. Usually I joke around and say, I'm the last one hired and the first one fired. And that's like the black guy in the movie. The black guy in the movie, he's always the first one that the least amount to be played in the part of the movie, and then he is the least. Let me see the least, and then he's the first one to die in the movie, and that's a big problem. Um, you know, Not saying it's against me, but I have to figure out a way to not get fired. Um, you know, Basically, it's really hard for me to you know get work. Um, you know, with this cancel culture that we have, people get laid off if you're not that A+ workaholic. You know, um, I guess it's time for me to go into government and you know and maybe run for a Republican because there's not too many black Republicans, and the Democrats don't really help me out. I've been a Democrat for so long, and I'm seeing that's why I kind of like Trump, because Trump gave a lot of black people help. Just like Senior Bush did. Senior Bush helped a lot of black people. He went into the black community and he put in place a lot of technology programs. So they like a vocational technology programs with the government. He paid a lot of schools to have all this Cisco equipment back in the day. I don't know how old you guys are, but it was a lot of Cisco equipment that Senior Bush put in the school system, in the low income school system in America. And a lot of blacks and Mexicans and, and a lot of Asians also, um, got very good tech jobs because of that. And it lifted them out of the, poverty, because you didn't need to go to, a 4 year school to learn tech. You just learn that Cisco routing, how to, code it, or and get the certification, and it proved that you knew what you were doing with Cisco routing, and it helped, and you can get a good job with that back then. See, Trump did the same thing too. Trump helped black people. Like, he gave us money during the pandemic. I remember that. Like, it was like $600 a week for the stimulus bill, and I don't think a Democrat would have done that. Although they said it was too much, but if you really think about it, $600 a week is what everyone should be spending. Imagine that if every American had $600 a week, no matter what. That would boom the economy again, and people won't be so freaking poor. People in America are really poor because the cost of living is so high. And I mean, not everything is high, but like, I mean, the property is high. All your money is going to rent or your mortgage. So everything is going to evolve around your housing. So what I'm trying to say here is that, if you're all your money is going to that, and then you don't have no money left over for it, maybe start a small business on the side, or go on a small vacation, or just have fun again. So, but yeah, Trump gave the people that $600 a week, and it really helped out. It really did help out. It's like, and everyone got it. Because I remember my bank notified me, and I was like, what? Like, okay, yeah, the banks were in on it too. Like, they made sure that, is, if you got money, they got money. So it's one of those things. But anyhow, um, I was thinking that maybe we should just run for political office, maybe, or get into government, and try it out. Basically, maybe run for a Republican office or something, or help the Republicans turn California red. California is mostly, the city parts are blue. And I know a lot of people are kind of tired of the current administration of San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. People are not, the jobs are not there anymore. They moved to Texas or Nevada, or Utah, or Colorado. So there's a really, and then taxes are high if you run a business. So then your property or lease is high. So it's hard to run a business in California. So a lot of people are leaving. So what I mean by that, so it's time for government to change that. The government to intervene and help out the people instead of helping out their own wallet. Um, but yeah, so, but to tell you the truth, I like Trump now. He's a pretty good guy. You might not agree with everything, but who do you always agree 100% with anyway? You don't even agree 100% with your wife or your loved one or your mom, and but yeah, it's one of those things that um, you know came to be that, I'm not saying I'm 100% like him, but he really fought. He got shot, and he really believes in um, that to hopefully help America again. America is on the downfall, I believe, and hopefully we could change it around with the new administration and Republican controlled Congress and Senate. And hopefully, those 2 years, a lot of things will be passed and will help the people out again. A lot of times I would say when we have a Republican president, regulation is relaxed because we want to, bend the law just a little bit to get what we need in life. And I think that's what Trump is doing, hopefully. But anyhow, I really like this talk today. Hopefully, you guys have a very good Christmas and a very good New Year. If you like this video, hit that like button or subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Buon appetito.